Hey Facebook, so I'm really excited. This morning I wanted to introduce you to Nick Bronkall. That's how you say your name, right?
Yes, that is
Perfect.
correct.
Good. So he's our newest team member, and it's funny because many of you know we've been searching for an additional team member for a long time, and that I like to just really take my time and get to know someone, and was looking for a unique set of skills. So what I really wanted is for someone who was comfortable, who could go from massaging and working on your muscles, also then into the rehab area to help you train those muscles to keep your pain from coming back, to analyze why it happened in the first place, which is like the golden egg of all pain. Like, why is it here? How do we keep it away, right?
True.
It's kind of like that hidden secret.
Yeah, that's what we do. We find the hidden secret.
That's right. So, and a lot of times, I'll tell people, like, as much as I love seeing you in here, if you have to come to me or us just to have pain relief, then I don't know that we're doing as much for you as I wish. Now, that being said, you go live your life full of physical, chemical, and emotional stressors, you're probably going to end up back in a position kind of like where you started. But we want to get you as good and as possible, get you to be a smart mover, and get your body just calmed down and feeling better. So this is Nick, massage therapist and movement specialist. So tell us, Nick, a little bit of why and how you got into what you do now.
So yeah, I was a paramedic for 5 years, and I got to see a side of medicine that really wasn't preventative, and I couldn't make a lasting change. So I tried to figure out a way to make a lasting change in people's lives, and a lot of issues could be fixed through movement and strength and conditioning in the weight room. So I got involved in strength and conditioning. I've coached at the high school, the college level, and the private level, and yeah,
self-proclaimed gym rat or ex-gym rat.
Yeah, it was just kind of, I lived in a gym my entire life, so I wanted to, it was a skill set that I had, but I kind of fell in love with helping other people change their life through movement and things like that. So it's just evolved over 10 years from working in a collegiate weight room to now being in a clinical setting.
Yeah, it's interesting because the approach that he brings from the weight room, the gym, working with more traditional athletes is different from my approach as like a dancer, which is a different type of athleticism and a different sort of like understanding of the body and mechanics maybe. But it's funny because oftentimes we end up in the exact same place, the exact same kind of conclusions. I would say, hey, Nick, someone comes to you and they have this going on. What would you start with? And he'd go, well, first I'd look here and then I'd look here. And you've got to look there. You've got to check this and this and that and that. And I'm like, am I hearing myself talk right now? Like, we just are very much on the same page, but with sort of different, like, how to get there and what to do with it.
Yeah.
I think one of the most important things, too, is that for me, when I work with people, I want to teach them to move in a way that brings them joy.
Yeah.
Not like, if you've never done bench presses before and you don't want to start, it's okay. There's lots of ways to, give you that same type of benefit, but in a way that brings you joy, that makes you move. For me, I love lifting weights on one hand, but I'm a lot more comfortable improvising and taking a ballet class or a modern class,
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of exploring that for people as well. So then what about massage? If you were, I know you were seeing people and doing a lot of strength training and doing a lot of things you love. Tell us what got you into massage.
Massage just gave me a unique skill set. I believe movement is medicine, but sometimes our movement is inhibited and we don't always know why. Mm-hmm. So massage gave me the skill set to be able to get in there with my hands and find where that pain's coming from and be able to assess and provide people with like a better skill set and opportunity to get out of pain, and then most of all, stay out of pain.
Yeah. It's fun. One of the techniques he does is all about finding muscles you're using in a way that you don't need them to be used. So, I kind of, and I could be off, so correct me if I'm using a funny example. I get a little wild with get a little over-inspired with my metaphors, my examples. But like, let's say you're going up the stairs and you're just getting tired and you got to push through those last few stairs. Are you also going to be then grinding and clenching your teeth and holding tension somewhere where it's not needed. I never have used my teeth to climb stairs on purpose.
Some
But
people do, though.
yeah, like, are you using muscle in your body in a strange way, that is not serving you and causing dysfunction and bad movement patterns?
Yeah, no, that's it. Is I want to get muscles to do their job. So if the foot's not doing its job, that means that the hip or the low back is doing its job. And part of what I do is we want the foot to do foot things, hip to do hip things, low back to do low back things, and they all work together, not the hip doing the job of everybody or the low back doing the job of everybody. So my job is to figure out who's controlling what, kind of slap them in the face and say, relax.
Quit
it. And tell him it's okay to do your job and we'll take care of the rest, and then give you the tools so you can manage it.
So Nick and I are both like this, where we'll start like bouncing ideas off of each other, and before we know it, we're like, we're gonna take over the world and help everyone. And so he's like one of the most passionate guys I've met about movement and all of this. What specifically about being here at Inspired Chiropractic and Wellness are you finding like just is like interesting or stimulating, or what are you passionate about here?
So it's just helping people move better. I've always been, I guess, spoiled working with athletes, and just working with NFL players, you tell them how to do something. So approaching people in that manner, that we don't all know how to effectively move our bodies. Like breathing is something I like to correct, and a lot of people are like, well, my breathing's not that bad if I'm still alive, but we can always make it better. And sometimes we do things we don't even realize, or we may be in pain and our body adjusts to a different way, and it's helping you take control of that. So it's a challenge for me, and I really enjoy that challenge.
Just a different patient population.
Yeah, everyone's a unique puzzle. No one's puzzle is the same, and as like practitioners, we get to help put that puzzle together and like give you a personalized experience instead of like this cookie cutter. You come in, get your back cracked, we rub your shoulders, and you go. It's unique to each individual.
Totally. One thing he said that stood out to me, got my head nodding, is that not everyone's an athlete, but everyone is athletic. And if you think in your mind all day long, like, I'm not athletic, my body's not serving me, I'm not capable of this is something I can't do, you're already hardwiring your brain to think that you're not capable of doing basic things. Like, well, Dr. Sara, I don't need to do a squat. Okay, well, do you have kids or grandkids that are low to the ground that you need to bend over and pick up from time to time? Guess what? That's a squat, right? Yeah. So everyone has to be athletic, and to empower you to see your body as like this skilled mover, to bring what we would do for these more high-level athletes to an athletic, everyday person, anybody body.
Yeah, and no, that's essentially it, is being able to, everything I've learned with working with athletes, to be able to give that to like the community and allow people to understand their bodies and move. But you don't need to come into the weight room to do that. You can, whatever moves you, do that, and that movement will be your medicine, whether it's dance, or for me it's in a weight room. For some of us it could be Pilates. Find your movement and just move. It's kind of my thing. And a lot of us don't know that, and we want to encourage you to explore that and give you those tools. So we don't see you here all the time, and it's more of
we just get to like hug on you when you do come back, and part of what keeps you going. Yeah,
and see you out of pain and discomfort.
So what can somebody expect from spending half an hour, 45 minutes, or an hour, for instance, with you? Are they gonna have a more like relaxation massage? Is it going to be more therapeutic? Is it going to be more laying down or getting up doing things, or a mixture of both?
It's a mixture of both. Honestly, it's what you and I would come up with, like the client and patients, what they want. It's about you. It's not you coming in and I tell you what to do. It's we sit down, I get to know you, we get to assess, see what your expectations are, what your goals are, and we come up with a plan. To me, it's like coming into the gym. People want to, lose weight or prepare for a marathon, or like you come in and work with me, we have clear-cut kind of goals and plans so that the time we spend together is useful, and you're getting something out of it toward working towards a goal, whether that is picking up your child without pain, or that is, you want to run trails, but you have plantar fasciitis, and we get you out of that. So it's tailored specifically to them. It could be me giving you relaxation for 20 minutes and then we're doing some movement stuff, or we could do movement stuff for 40 minutes. So it's geared specifically towards the patient.
And what's your number one goal when you work with someone? For me, for instance, it's like I don't ever want to fix you in one day, because if I do, that's fantastic, but that rarely, if ever, truly happens. But I do want to leave you feeling better than when you came in that day, and then I want to build upon that over time. So is that kind of the same for you, or do you have a lot to add?
I want people to come in and feel like I care about them. Like, I'm here to listen, I'm here to care about you, and like to know like I understand, you know, to a degree what you're going through. I've had plethora of injuries and pains and movements with back, knee, and ankle, and like I understand, and I just want to care for the people and give them the tools to manage their issues. You know, a lot of us, our issues can manage us, and I want you to be able to manage your things, to take control. I want to give control to everybody over what they got going on.
Yeah. Empower and inspire you.
Yeah.
All right, great. So Nick is currently seeing patients. You can give us a call, you can comment, you can like this post, whatever suits you best, but we would love to see you in the office soon, give you a chance to work with him a little bit, and thanks for tuning in.